Welcome back. I am aFriendlyPest. Today I'm playing Of Lies and Rain. I'm playing this on a Meta Quest 3, streaming it from my PC over Steam Link wirelessly. Today is going to be a good day. This is going to be an interesting game. I crafted a unique intro for this series, so I'm going to play that, and then I'll talk about the game a little bit, and we'll get started. So hopefully you guys like the new intro. And we're back. Just make sure everything's working. First time loading into the game, other than setting stuff up for the stream. This has been compared to Half-Life Alyx, though it's made by a very small indie team. Apparently, they really didn't have a history in games either. One of them was like a 3D architectural guy. Another guy worked in industrial refrigeration. And I can't remember what the third one was. He was like a folk musician. The sound guy was like a folk musician. But this is apparently an indie project that has been compared to Half-Life Alyx in several ways, but also it didn't sell particularly well. It's available on Quest 3, PC VR, I'm playing it through Steam, and also on the PS VR 2. So I thought, what a perfect game to try to highlight, because it's supposed to be really good, but also seems like some people might have missed it. I picked it up on sale on Fanatical, I believe. Without much further ado, I'm going to make sure all my audio levels are working, that we got our target window correct, and then we're going to start a new game. So everything looks like it's working all right. It's a little tricky setting everything up for the first time, making sure all my ducks are in a row, and I've got a little bit of time to play. I did briefly go through the settings. I haven't changed anything in gameplay. Let's take a quick look. Subtitles on, vignette off. Headset, direction, movement source, that's good. The graphics are all on high to ultra, and I'm going to hope that works. I also bumped up the resolution scaling to 110% to help with the sharpness a little bit. And let's just get started, huh? Darkness. Adam. Can you hear me?
What
The heck was that? Okay, we're not messing around. We're straight into the game. No long intros here. This is supposed to be some kind of like future dystopia, right? And I read some basic stuff on it without any spoilers. I don't know anything about the story, but I was trying to get a vibe check for the game, and I think it's kind of a heavy game, but not a traumatic game. And I thought that would be a nice change of pace after our last series. Let's get started. Let's start with this tutorial. Grab the yellow blocks to start climbing. Mechanically, this is supposed to be like surprisingly good. I'm looking forward to it. Today's a new day, new adventures. We get to imagine going places that maybe we couldn't have imagined on our own. Where do we go from here? Doesn't feel like something I can grab, but I guess I can. This is playing with my stomach a little bit. Woo! Man, I'm getting like, I can really get the sensation here. Oh, no. Like, you know, a lot of times when you're climbing in VR, you don't have any sensation of heights or anything like that sometimes, depending on the game. Like, I can really feel this. I feel like a weight pulling me this way because of the slope, I think. So it will be a comfortable feeling when we're done climbing this. Like my legs are kind of shaking. We've got a lot of blood around here. Okay, can we walk now? Whew. Let's recover for a moment. That was surprisingly taxing. Let's go. Look at that thing.
Is someone there? I don't know. Who's Adam? Who are you?
What are you talking about? It's me, Sam. We've been attacked by AD's drones. Don't you remember any of that?
ADEs? Drones? I don't remember anything.
Oh, shit. Adam? Have you lost your memory?
Okay.
Hey, can you hear me? Shit.
So our character has awoken in this dystopian future with no real memory of who he is. And we've got giant squid, sea ray looking robot drone things. And some kind of antagonist named ADE. I don't think I can go that way, but let's find out. Oh, door works. I don't know. Nice detail on the objects. I don't have any kind of equipment or weapons. We'll just move along at a clip through the tutorial and see if things start to make sense. It's not a bad looking game at all.
Hey, what the hell is happening? I mean, who am I? Why am I here?
You really lost your memory. Listen, you are on a mission to stop ADE, the AI behind this 20 fucking years of war. In data form. We need you to.
Hey,
Adam, something is interfering with the signal. The station. You need to get there.
hey, listen. What the hell is going on? Hey. Shit.
She told me that, wait, hang on.
I don't even know where the hell you are. The GPS is down too, damn it. Fucking fix it. There's no more time.
So some kind of 20-year war with an AI. My character's name is Adam, and she identified me as a data form, whatever that means. We're on a mission to defeat this ADE. Coming to a future near you, you know? Most things have decent physics. Like dragging stuff around works pretty well. Everything looks pretty good. Nice lighting. It's running decent. Sometimes when it like saves and loads down here, I get just a little stutter. So far, so good. This is supposed to be around an 8 or 10 hour experience, depending on play. But I move pretty slowly because I'm thorough in the corners and I like to stop and talk. So it'll probably take me a little longer than that. Put the memories your backpack over your shoulder to store them. Wow, that's... we've been walking for 5 days straight. The blisters on my feet have burst. Each step sends a wave of pain that makes my head spin. My wife and I are at our limit, each carrying one of our children. The cold is worse than usual, and our tattered clothes barely cover us. If we hadn't found this subway, we'd have frozen to death by now. The few blankets we have are wrapped tightly around the kids, but their faces grow paler by the hour. We need shelter, food, and warmth. As ashamed as I am to admit it, my wife has to take charge. I can barely see a few meters ahead without my glasses. To think I was once a 6-figure executive. Who could have imagined my glasses would be my most valuable possession? It's painfully true. You never know what you have until it's gone. The world is turned upside down, so have the qualities needed to fit in it. My knowledge, work experience, social skills mean nothing now. While a good pair of glasses means an increase in your survival chances, it makes one think how our priorities were based before this hell started. Given the size of this station, there could be other survivors hiding here. We'll need to be careful. After resting, my wife will scout ahead. I'll remind the kids once again never to mention where I used to work. That knowledge could get us killed. Just writing it down sends a shiver through me. It's going to be a long night. So this person apparently used to work for whatever company is responsible for this AI. Now, some of this is a little tricky to read, and it's a lot. I feel like I should read it, because otherwise you guys aren't going to be able to read it through the playback. If you have a preference one way or the other, whether I read those, let me know. And it's also come to my attention during play of games. Oh, no. Leave me alone, bro. What the heck? Whoa. Isn't it weird how, like, organic machines often are in these, like, simulations? Like, what's with all these cubes, too, you know? It's more like a nightmare. How about fell down? How do we crouch? Not very good at reading things while playing games for some reason. I don't know why those bricks suddenly fell. But I feel like I should read these things. They're going to be like story context. Uh-oh. See, the drones are so organic. Are they cyborgs, or have the robots, like, just copied organic things? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? The way people want to build humanoid robots and stuff? Pick up the GPU.
What's this?
Put the GPU in your
Seems
backpack
familiar,
to store them.
but... freaking memory.
Adam, you there? Are you alright?
Yeah, Sam, right? I'm good. I just found this weird cube. Some kind of hardware, I think. Feels like I've seen it before.
Great. It must be a GPU. Just what you need right now.
What's a GPU?
It stands for Genetic Processing Unit. An advanced processor able to boost your abilities and weapons specifically designed for data form.
Abilities? Data form? What the hell are you talking about?
I told you before, Adam.
Sam? Sam? Shit.
So admittedly a little bit of a slow start here. But that's okay. They're going for a certain vibe, as the character kind of like slowly starts to figure things out. Gonna pick up these GPUs, and that'll increase our abilities somehow, though right now we have no abilities. The drones found us. Children's art depicting the drones. It's hard to read. I'm gonna take it in. The atmosphere's kind of heavy. I loved playing with you. You are my best friend. Yeah, so they're shooting for a heavy atmosphere. Dystopian future. Let's see what else we can find. Oh no. Can this break? Can. Nothing was inside. I didn't see any kind of prompt telling me something else I could do. So I might be missing something somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out what this wants.
It's an electronic lock. I need that magnetic card over there.
How do we get it? How do we get that card? Magnetic card? What is this? Whoa. Gravity grab. Grab and pull towards yourself to pick up items at distance. Only costs 1 GPU. Let's kind of soak this in a little bit. We got a vitality boost, costs 20. Masks maintain functionality for 60 seconds instead of 30. So there's toxic environments we're going to have to navigate. That costs 10. A watch indicator that alerts you to nearby GPUs. That's going to be super valuable. Grants immunity to data grenade damage. So there's a lot of stuff in here. I'm going to kind of take it in. Got different weapons. Pistol, shotgun, machine gun. Whatever data world is. Some kind of gravity jumps. Hopefully the game does a decent job of teaching me this stuff as we go along, because I do get overwhelmed easily. I do. I want it. Give it to me. So we don't have enough to do anything else. How do we get out of this thing? Somehow we can gravity glove this magnetic card now. Oh, I almost fell down, bro. Alright. I don't know how thorough to be, because I don't know if there's going to be GPUs in these drawers. Like this object for some reason can be grabbed. Let's just try to make smooth progress.
Seems like it's just out of power. There's
What's
gotta be a
that?
switch around here somewhere.
Little bit of a slow start, but not a bad start.
I think
Look
I've
at this.
seen this man before.
Interesting. Hey, a GPU is in that box. So we do need to search all those. What's this? What's this? Can't be good. Can't be good. Whoa. I'm a program. That must be what data form means, right? I'm gonna get the chat window behind myself so I can see better. Pick up the gun with your hand. Right trigger to fire. Barely. You don't have to charge it up. Good. Pick up the gravity gun. Press and hold left trigger to charge a jump in the direction you're aiming. Let's find out. Oh, no, 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 no. It's an interesting experience. I think it's going to be one of those games that takes me kind of 2 or 3 streams to sort of get my bearings on it. Start to... What's that? Point the gravity gun at the cube and left trigger to teleport. Holy smokes. take me 2 or 3 streams to kind of make up my mind about different things. Like my impressions right now are very neutral. It's got kind of a slow burn, kind of eases you into the world and what's going on. It's kind of like there's not a lot of music.
I'm back. What was that? Sam?
What happened?
I found this huge generator, and as I was approaching it, it started glowing, and I don't know, I got sucked into another dimension.
You were probably in what you call data world.
A data world? How was that even possible?
We're not entirely sure. GPU technology generates these dimensions, but only data forms like you can access them. Clearing it broke through the generator's firewall, and sometimes you can even use them to jump to different locations.
So, these are the abilities you were speaking about before.
Exactly.
Okay. Let you guys know it's storming outside, so there's a chance my power will go out. If that happens, I apologize, but otherwise we're going to continue making progress and pretend that it's nice outside. So we turn the power back on, but the game doesn't have any music. There's not like a lot of background noise, so it's an odd feeling. I haven't come up with the words to describe it properly yet. It's not like the previous game I played, Metro, where like the music really adds to the atmosphere a lot in a sort of negative way. It's almost void, and that creates its own feeling, but I don't really have the words to describe it. It's not like unpleasant. No entry. I am entering. Ooh, was it? Got some remains in here and a GPU. So we do need to be thorough because, like, I'm going to need these abilities. I would say first impressions are good.
Sam, are you there? I'm in a fucking slaughterhouse. I mean, there's blood and corpses everywhere. Have people gone completely insane?
Desperate times lead to desperate actions. Now you just don't remember what hunger can make humans do.
Those things that we're fighting. I wonder, are we any better?
Someone still is. We're doing anything to regain our world. Humanity needs to be protected.
Embrace the void, for there is no escape. No, not going to do that. Not going to do that. What's messed up? There was a GPU in that cell with those bodies, and I almost missed it. So I'm really going to have to be careful. Very easy to miss. And like by looking at that store I was in earlier, like a lot of purchases require a lot of GPUs. So I keep almost losing my balance. Another memory. Story time, boys. These are pretty long. Beware the true monsters. How could I not have seen it? The hints were everywhere. Why would people who seemed on the verge of starvation give us their food? Even meds to bring down the fever Melissa, my youngest, had developed. One moment they were meek and weakened by hunger, and the next they attacked us, screaming like madmen, their eyes devoid of humanity, their bony bodies wrapped around me with the terrifying strength born from sheer despair. I'll never forget the feel of their nails scratching my skin, their hoarse voices begging for forgiveness, murmuring words I couldn't make sense of. We barely escaped. I managed to grab a magnetic card from one of them, and it's only because of ADE's drones swarmed the place that moment that we got away. For the first time since the war began, I don't regret my work. with Osiris. I hope they get what they deserve. I lost the card while running, but at least it should slow them down. Just in case, I tampered with the elevator control panel in the warehouse. The fuse should blow after we escape, buying us some extra time. As for what we saw next, there are no words, maybe, only these. Hell is empty, and all the devils are here. That's pretty good. Pretty good writing. So, that family that I'm reading this memory story on apparently ran into some cannibals. They talked about dropping a card on their escape, so I need to watch for that card. So I'm apparently following in the path of like a family trying to survive. Oh my goodness. Huh. These are magazines. But I don't have a weapon. Unless I was supposed to pick it up. I have a weapon now.
All right. Now
Hell
we're talking.
yeah. Hold B to open the weapons menu. That is the front button on the right controller. We've got a hand and a gun. So you don't holster. Grab magazine from your shoulder to load the gun. Pull the slide until the bullet is loaded in the chamber. No laser sight. The irons are a little tricky. So that's very Half-Life Alyx-like. See if there's anything else in here. I'm going to practice with the gravity grip a little bit because I'm fumbling it some. Smokes. This isn't the radius, you know. Smoking is addictive. I like this so far. Even though it's a bit void. Like I'm glad it's not screaming at me. Come on. But also there's an absence to it. I don't think I need to shoot this thing, but maybe it'll drop a key. So there's a ammo counter on the back, 9. Didn't drop anything. Maybe these explosive cans. They can be moved. Let's try moving one down here and shooting it and see what happens. Great. Feel like I have to push my wrist forward a little bit too far. I might see if I can adjust the wrist control. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm supposed to go that way or this way. Let's just double check because that's a dead end, but there might be a GPU back there. We'll do that before we proceed. I know I'm not moving very fast today. I apologize for that. Let's see. That did not do anything, and there's nothing to loot. Alright, let's make progress. Hello, Mr. Freeman. What can we do with this? Need it, need it, need it, need it. Nothing else. There's a GPU in there. How do we... Gotta be able to get in there somehow. Need it. Need it. feel like I did that the wrong way, you know what I mean? When you're like, fail successfully, I feel like that's what I did in there, but... Okay, crowbar was a waste of time. Got a little bit of atmospheric music here. Keep collecting GPUs. Kind of like a weird thing to say, but like sort of proud of myself lately. Is like I'm actually finishing games, which is something that I have really failed to do through my channels. Through the life of my channel.
I'm all set on ammo.
Huh. So there's a pretty low ammo limit. Basically 43 rounds-ish, plus the one in the gun. Mechanically, it's not bad, but I am. I want to continue doing that. Even in the case of this game, which, like, so far as a slow start, and previously I don't know how much I would have pushed forward to try to find something that I thought might be good content. Like, I just want to play the games for what they are, live, hang out with you guys, and see what happens, you know? What's that thing, huh? There was another path. Starting to get the knack of the mechanics already. And they feel pretty good. Like, I'm not missing reloads, I'm not missing mags. I think that's probably the way we're supposed to go, but let's look down here first. I just don't want to miss anything. The pistol's just okay so far. Like, it's completely competent. It feels fine. I am having to push my wrist a little further forward than I want to. So I'm going to have to, like, relearn the muscle memory as far as instinctive shooting. But it's fine. It's not, like, overly satisfying to use. So that card doesn't do anything. But it's also not frustrating.
I'm in a sewer, and it's filled with these strange blocks. What's going on, Sam? How did this all happen?
That must be Mercury. It all started with the nuclear holocaust in 2028. Millions died within moments. Eventually, we found out it was ADE.
ADE? The same AI you mentioned before?
Yes. He stole our life, our families, and our future. After the bombing, Mercury started raining from the sky, and it was catastrophic. Soon the surface became uninhabitable. We had no choice but to go underground. The world we once knew is gone.
Oh, we can crawl down the hole. But There was a door back here. Not bad. This is going to be a trip. It doesn't feel bad at all. Doesn't feel bad at all. Hey, another memory. Settle in, boys. So these have I've been trying to pay attention to the date. I feel like these were daily. I really can't grasp what's happening right now. After escaping, we found ourselves in the sewers. Since they're connected to the station, we started searching for a way out when we stumbled upon a young man. With everything we'd just been through, all I wanted was to escape, especially since he was armed. But Melissa's fever spiked again, probably from the shock. When the man offered to help, we couldn't refuse. Thank God, despite his odd demeanor, he turned out to be a good person. He let us rest in his small refuge down here. He told us he'd been living alone for years. When I asked him why, he simply replied, "I was tired of my kind's cruelty. The only one able to redeem us is long gone." The strangest part was the tech he had. He was unmistakably Osiris tech. Even his gun looked like a prototype Osiris made back in the day, but far more advanced. I couldn't understand how it worked. I didn't dare to ask. Just saying that name aloud feels like tempting fate. I've seen what happened to my colleagues. I can't afford to leave my family alone. My guilt is heavy enough as it is. He gave us some supplies and pointed us towards the station. We warned him about the drones, but he just shrugged. He seemed to have lost his will to live. It's a pity, but I've seen so many like him over the years. The truth is, I think the only difference between us is that I still have my family. They're all that keeps me going. And to pay attention to the date, looks like 2037 or something, right? See if I can figure out what date this is supposed to be and how old these memories are.
Adam, we've almost fixed the connection. Are you getting close to the station?
I hope so. And by the way, why am I even headed there?
We've set up a temporary base. You'll find weapons, ammo, and other supplies, plus a train that'll get you out of there. How's your memory?
Still blank. My head's killing me. Speaking of which, what am I, Sam? What are data forms?
We don't know much, but data forms like you can manipulate digital systems. One of your abilities can break through ADE's firewall. That's what we need the most right now. You're basically our last shot.
No pressure or anything. What about you, Sam? I mean, who are you?
I'm Samantha. We've known each other for ages, and
Right. Almost fixed.
Nice. Got a bunch of GPUs. There's a lot of that in this. What was that? Where? I feel like I could have used that plate to get across, but I'd rather just shoot my way through, to be honest. There's one there, there's one there. Mechanics on this is really decent. Holy smokes. I noticed I have a secondary inventory, so when I hold Y on the left controller, I can grab these meds. That's how I heal. I got 2 of 3 of those right now, so I assume I'm going to have other items in the future. This inventory system works really well. No, it's not the simulation that a lot of games do, that just everything's in a pouch, and I do prefer that situation where like everything has a pouch, where you reach over a shoulder if you get the backpack. I do really like that, but this works pretty well also, and I don't feel like it really detracts that much, and it doesn't let you down, you know what I mean? So while the other option is good if it's well done, this is very reliable, good way to play a game. And I like it just fine. Feels like a good place for a shootout, doesn't it? So all this liquid, she talked about like mercury coming from the sky after this evil AI messed everything up.
I already have enough bullets to start a war.
Maximum ammo reached. Let's see how many rounds that is. 9 and 48. Guess we'll go this way first. I feel like I'm going to have to go down there,
Sam,
but I don't know if this
are these
liquid is...
mercury?
Mercury is one of the main elements that compose these creatures. We started spotting those roots a couple of years ago, but we have no idea how or why they formed. All we know is that they seem to grow, just like a plant would.
Are they alive?
It's difficult to say, but they're thriving for sure. Like a garden in the apocalypse.
Okay. You're not allowed to touch the stuff. I had to find out, but... Do not touch the water. The water is bad. At least it checkpointed me fairly close. That could have been punishing.
Sam, are these mercury?
Mercury is one of the main elements that compose these creatures. We started spotting those roots a couple of years ago, but we have no idea how or why they formed. All we know is that they seem to grow, just like a plant would.
Are they alive?
It's difficult to say, but they're thriving for sure. Like a garden in the apocalypse.
It's almost touching. Almost.
Elevator doesn't work, so we got something to figure out in the other room. And there's a bunch of those things in there. I don't know why the elevator doesn't work. What did I miss down here? Maybe this wheel? Yep. Wait for the fluid to drain down. Like the wheel kind of free spins left, so I worry that I have a limited amount of time to make my progress once this happens. I don't know if that's... I'm gonna have to risk walking into it. Yep. Huh. More meds. Yeah, it's filling up. Gotta climb my way out of here. I'm about to be in trouble. Won't be able to reload it one hand. Nice. It doesn't give the puzzles away, like things don't glow brightly and you can see them and know what to do, you know what I mean? But also they're reasonable puzzles. Let's go. Somebody doesn't like Sarah. Or is that supposed to be ADA? No, looks like Sarah to me. And somebody doesn't like Mr. Smith. One thing I like about the game so far... Oh.
Does chocolate still exist?
I think I saw the last bar 5 years ago. It was traded for an ammo box.
Well, what did people eat in 2048?
You don't want to know.
I don't understand. So as I would rotate that, there was like haptic feedback. I didn't completely understand what I was doing, but so long as I held it in the area with the most feedback, it was solving the rings. So I guess that's how that works. I think the comparisons to Alex might have more to do with like the collecting of the GPUs, the menu interface. Holy smokes. I assume that means I'm badly wounded. Yeah, I got these like Helix DNA strain things. I'm at 3 of 4. So even though like the red goes out of my display, I'm still injured, so I got to keep that in mind. We're going to play for about another half an hour just to get good progress on the first episode. But I would say mechanically... Mechanically, it has a lot of similarities to Alex. And I suppose the narrative, you know, the sort of like dystopian future with the drones and stuff. What's that? Whoa. And these things are kind of head crabby, right? I don't know if these are going to keep coming. I feel like they're going to keep coming. I want to see what's up here. I feel like this is a secret, you know? Nice. I don't think this was the secret path. I think this was the main path, and I probably didn't search the subway car, and I probably should have. But we're going to move forward. Like, if I really spend the time to explore every nook, then this is going to be like a 20-hour game.
Sam, can you hear me?
Ooh,
Some of
shotgun.
those spider drones almost got me. But I made it to the base.
We call them widows. Crawling, face-ripping monsters. Are you hurt?
Well, still in one piece.
Good. Now, grab what you need and listen up. Our mission is to locate ADE's core. Our best shot at finding useful intel is a fortified server farm in a nearby city. I know this is rough, but we need you to get inside that server farm and retrieve as much data as possible.
Thrilling. Really. So, how do I reach the city?
The train will get you there, but power's down. You'll need to fix that. And Adam, watch out for those widows.
Alright. Got it.
And try to aim for their stomachs. That's where their mouths are. Shoot there to save bullets, because you're gonna need every single round.
Is it that bad out there?
Yeah. It is.
Oops. Nothing. I'm not really finding... Ooh, see? Dang it. We really do have to be thorough. I was hoping to get away with not being that thorough. We can't do that. We gotta check everything all the time, because we're gonna need it. We got a shotgun now, which feels good. Haven't tried it yet. It doesn't really have sights, and we'll make the most of it. We only got 4 shells for it right now, and you do reload them one at a time. So I think pistol is going to be plan A, and if I start feeling the crowd, I'll whip out the shotgun to try to make some space. Not bad so far. Not bad so far. It's not a thrill a minute. Sam encouraged me to shoot the belly. That's only visible when they're airborne. They don't like rear up for a second. So I might try to time my attacks a little bit. So I need to do another one of those if I can figure out how to get over to it. Even the consoles kind of do remind me of Alex a little bit, you know? How do we get in here? That's how. More meds. Let's get all our loot before we leave this. Oh, nice. I find the game very friendly with ammo so far. Same character was describing that... oh, did I miss the magazine reload? Here we go.
I already have enough bullets
Okay.
to start a war.
Sam was saying that I'm going to need every round. The game's been very friendly with ammo so far, and hopefully that continues. I don't mind a game that gives me more ammo than I need. Some people like that stress of trying to save every shot. I'm completely content with just having an abundance. Shooting things for fun. Alright, time for the Tron sequence again. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Oh no, 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 that was a bad jump. Get my chat behind me. You can chain jumps while you're in the air. And you've got a little bit of control over your velocity while you're in the air as well. So, I don't really know which way I'm supposed to go, right? We got that way and this way. We're going to go the way the red enemies are. But you can chain jumps and just sort of fly along, right? You cannot. You cannot. I was dumb and wrong. I was dumb and wrong. All of a sudden it wouldn't let me chain, and now it's letting me chain again. So, there's some confusion on my part going on here. But we made it. Maybe I've got limited energy. Oh my. It's so hard to aim when you're flying through the air. Overall, that went well. This is a weird game. I've got mixed feelings on it. I don't think it's a bad game. My expectations were sort of middle of the road when I started it, and I would say it's delivered on that. We opened that door. I'm gonna stop and talk for just a second. My expectations were mixed because I see some people online hyping this game because it didn't sell well and they felt like it should have sold well. They really liked it. That's why I chose this game to showcase it next, because I do want to showcase games that maybe other people are missing. But also as I play it, like, it's not bad at all. But I understand why, through my first impressions at least, it hasn't screamed must play yet. But it's not bad at all. And like there is a high level of polish to the inventory and the weapon mechanics, and it seems like this has mirrored Alex in those ways to success. So we'll just see how it progresses. I'm going to play it along with an open mind and see how it goes. Hey, ready, bro? Says, you slept for 15 hours. Well, sounds like you needed it, bro. Hope you're feeling better. Sometimes you need that. Today we're playing Of Lies and Rain VR. This is episode 1. So far, so good. It's like a cyberpunky future. Humans are at war with an evil AI. Things aren't going well for the humans. That sort of thing. Our character is some kind of, quote, data form that we still don't understand totally. But it seems like I can enter digital worlds, etc. My character might be some kind of software on his own, and we're also finding these memory files as we go along that highlight this family's journey through the wasteland as they're trying to survive amongst the worst of man and machine. So that's sort of the vibe. It's moderately heavy, but also not traumatic. We're getting ready to read another memory file, so you'll know what I'm saying here in a second. So this is the next day. They're in daily sequence. When we reached the station, we found it swarming with people. ADE's drones attacked them relentlessly and blocked every exit. It's only a matter of time before the station falls. ADE, by the way, is like the evil AI. The community lived here for over a year, ever since their shelter was attacked by another group desperate for supplies. We also learned the group who attacked us were exiles from this very community. So the people exiled from the community came back to attack them, banished for their crimes. Our only hope is to take one of the trains to escape, but the generator powering the trains is down, and no one here knows how to repair it. But I do. It's a GPU-powered generator, one of Osiris's innovations that converts dark energy for everyday use, back when we were trying to build a better world, not wage war. Here lies the risk. As far as I know, only Osiris had this technology. Some government facilities were studying it, but when the war broke out, they were still a step behind. I've checked it over, and I think I can get it running, at least long enough to give us a head start. After that, the firewall will kick in. It'll shut down. By then, I hope we're far enough away that no one will question why I was able to make it work. Even if my past catches up with us, I'll be the one to face it. It's been a long time since my work contributed to saving lives instead of taking them. I'd forgotten what that felt like. I really miss those days. So the character that's journaling this apparently worked for the company that's responsible for the AI that also has ended the world. So that's it, Reddy. That's the vibe. Suffering because you got too much sleep. Cool. This game looks cool. It's pretty cool. It's available on PlayStation VR 2, Quest 3, and I'm playing, of course, the Steam PC version, so PC VR. And so far, it's not bad. Mechanically, it's very much like Half-Life Alyx. And then the story, you kind of got a gist of that from what I said before, and that of course, diary journal there. It's got some basic puzzles. It doesn't really highlight objects you can interact with, as you could tell with that door. So you got to sort of figure it out as you go. But the puzzles have been mostly environmental, and I've not had any trouble solving them. And these GPUs you collect are like resin, which I've got 22 of them I've found, and that's our health. You can use that at these upgrade terminals. Uh-oh, good. I want to get in these crates, though. I'm going to get one of these to jump. Yeah. That didn't take him out in one shot, though. Like... When they rear up, the belly is apparently the vulnerable spot, but I didn't notice a significant difference there. It seems like you still got to hit him a couple times. Thus far, the game's been very friendly with ammo. This is a shotgun shell, because I have a shotgun, though I haven't used it yet. Everything's very physics-based, and for the most part, it works pretty well. I might take this and deal with the next batch of spiders. It's cool so far, though. There's also a distinct lack of music. So as I'm walking through, it's kind of void, We circled back around. Since I fixed the generator inside, now we can use this subway. I'm going to play for about another 10 or 15 minutes. And this is the first stream in the series. I made a new intro for it that I'm really proud of. I like it better than the last one. I'm going to make custom intros like that for all the series I play going forward. And I'm going to make a real effort to finish everything I start going forward. And hopefully people like it. Hopefully people enjoy the ride. I'm having fun making content again. And I think that's my favorite part. I can no longer walk. Yeah, the distinct lack of music, though. It makes the atmosphere kind of void.
What the... Shit.
What am I supposed to do? There's no way I can shoot these.
What the hell?
It sounds like it went poorly. I forgot to mention, my character's lost his memory as well. So somehow that worked out. I expected those things to be like embedded in all the walls. I do like it so far. I think a little...
Shit.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, I guess. It's just... it's even worse out here than I expected it to be.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Whoa.
We've all been through it. After years locked in the shelters, surviving the bombings, the hunger, the violence, you think you've seen it all. Then you step outside and everything you cared about is just... gone. We call that moment awakening.
Listen, let's say we take down ADE. Then what? I mean, will it even matter? How long can we survive in this world?
As long as we have to.
I think a little music would have went a long way, to be honest.
I'm all set on ammo. I'm all set on ammo.
Game is very ammo friendly, and I like it. I don't need that. Well, I need more shotgun shells, because I haven't even tried the shotgun yet.
I'm all set on ammo.
I here's something. Nothing over here. Alright, we'll try to figure out where to go. Maybe I'm supposed to climb up out of here, huh? Check around the right. Circle around. I don't see anything obvious. Decent looking game, and it's running really well. Like, everything's on high to ultra. And I knocked the resolution scale up to 110% just to sharpen things. And it's performing great. There's a little stutter here and there as it like saves as you progress along. What happened? Inhaler to your mouth to remove toxicity. Apparently the red clouds are toxic. From the like upgrade store I was in earlier, I believe there's a mask I can find somewhere. I can't grab that for some reason, even though... There we go. So there's a secondary inventory on the left side. That's where our inhaler is, and our like healing syringes, basically. You just grab them from there. Yeah, that's the tick. If you wait for him to jump and shoot him in the belly, you one-shot him. Otherwise, you gotta hit him 3 times. So that's not bad.
I already have enough bullets to start a war.
We have tons of bullets. And that actually feels really good. Because the last game I played, we did not. Jump, bro, jump. Didn't kill him. It's a little paint by the numbers. Didn't kill him. It blew him across the room, but didn't kill him. Let's make sure there's nothing over here before we proceed. I'm moving kind of slow. I'm just trying to take it in. I don't want to miss GPUs. Like I said, I've got 26 of them now, but the upgrade tree requires a lot of them. Ah, toxicity. There's a GPU right over there. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. Okay. I think somewhere I'll find a mask that I can use to enter the toxic environments without taking damage, but I haven't found it yet. Also, the liquid you see on the ground is like a mercury, and it's death too.
So, this is the mercury rain.
It's hard to believe, right? Mercury vaporizes in the atmosphere and comes down as rain. Nothing survives. Those contaminated areas are known as red zones.
It feels like a different planet. It's hard to accept this is the Earth I once knew.
That is entirely haptic. As you rotate, you feel like a vibration. And this is an upgrade thing, which I'm very happy to see. So we've been collecting a lot of GPUs. Now we get to see what we can do with them. It's not recommending anything to me specifically. Increased health by 3 would be good. Masks maintain function for, like... But I don't have a mask. I've only got enough, I've got 30. So I could increase my health. I feel like I should get the GPU indicator because it'll help me find more GPUs. And that'll make it so I can't buy anything else. This neutralizes explosive threats. I haven't really had any problem with those so far. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. Like, there's so much stuff. There's a lot. And then you just step out of the store and you're back in action. I've got like 10 minutes left. Hello, Sturvy Slushy. Welcome to the stream, bro. Today I'm playing Of Lies and Rain. Playing this PC VR, streaming it to a MetaQuest 3 wirelessly over Steam Link. This is my first time ever playing the game, and I did just barely any research on it. No spoilers, of course. Don't know much about it. And so far it's good. It's got an interesting vibe to it. So these can be destroyed if I can find an explosive and carry over here. Unless there's an explosive on the other side. I didn't see one. Let me go back. Maybe I missed it. Oh, there's also another memory card here. That means story time, bro. So the date has changed quite a lot. It's a different year altogether. I've been on the move for months, and only God knows the horrors I've witnessed. It's truly the end of the world, or rather, the world ended long ago. Now we just drift through its ruins. 2 years ago, a strange disease and dwindling supplies made it too dangerous to stay in our shelter. So a few of us left. We were lucky to survive this long. But that luck ran out a few days ago. We were ambushed near an abandoned industrial zone. Most of my group didn't even have time to return fire before they were cut down. All I could do was run. They're probably all dead by now, or worse. The longer this war drags on, the more civilization seems to revert to the darkest of times. But enough philosophy. I need food, water, and a place to sleep. Survival comes first. Grieving can wait. So that might be a different character than the other memories we're covering. So here's my explosive canister. We'll take that out there, and it'll get us past that barrier. We'll take a couple of them. One's good, two's better. I'd like to find a good spot to stop, because I have to go pick someone up. And then I've got some people coming over this evening. So I got a little housekeeping to do before that. But decent first impressions. I'm not like super stressed out. Wonder what these are like. They're different. I have to like dodge them. The red shielded ones I can't destroy, apparently.
I'm all set on ammo.
Seems like a good place for a shootout. They've got a pretty long range before they aggro. Those things can shoot back. So I have to be careful with that. I've only seen one of those before. Well, let's go find out. Wow, that hurt a lot, huh? Those are extremely difficult to deal with. I'm gonna have to get close enough because like their rounds shoot very fast and I gotta hit them several times. All right,
wants to start a war.
Fortunately, the game is very ammo friendly, because those are going to be a problem. If I drop down in that, it'll kill me. I could probably crawl across that ladder and make it to the other side. Let's make sure we don't miss anything before we go. I don't really want to fight this one over here just for fun. We really got to lock in to shoot those. Make sure there's nothing over here. Nope, so that's the path. I don't have much longer I can play today. So I just want to check for things real quick, climb across that gap, see if we can find a good spot to stop for now. This has been a good experience, though. Too toxic, too toxic. I'm gonna have to find a mask somewhere. I assume like the green bars are like the toxicity meter. We'll climb across the gap. A little music, you know what I mean? It's like it's so quiet.
Sam, is the whole world like this?
Yes, as far as we know. We have been back to the surface only a few years after all.
Well, where do people live now?
Most of them are crammed in here on the West Coast. Over the years, we've turned some of the major subway stations into underground cities. More like fortresses. If you ask me, they're just big cages we've trapped ourselves in, along with all our despair.
How is it there?
People work from the 1st to the 14th hour, get their slog, but that's it. They're too drained to do anything else. Most try to find something, anything, to escape reality, even if it's just for a few hours. Others look for trouble, begging to be executed and end their misery. It's just one big fucking cage.
The more you tell me, the more unreal it all seems. Everything's changed so much. Even down to the way we measure time.
Yeah, without days and nights, we had to come up with a new way to keep track of time. You know, the kids born after the war, people started calling them the Skyless generation.
So the mask is now safely in inventory. Let's check over here before we go that way. I feel like that's probably the path I'm supposed to take, so I'm going to put on the mask and see what's this other way. Now,
Sam, I was thinking, can you tell me something about me?
Weirdest question I've ever heard. And I used to be a shrink.
Humor me.
Alright, let's see. Adam, 33 years old. Surname unknown. Not that it matters these days anyway. Birthplace unknown. Data form the oldest and most powerful one we've found so far. The main reason you're in this mess. Good for you.
Having fun?
We've always been like
I'll do my best.
We are running out of ammo, which was something I haven't had an issue with up to this point. And I'm running out of time. So I'm going to get down to this other side, see what's in this room, and we're going to wrap things up. Pretty good first impression. Voice acting's decent. World building's decent. Gameplay's decent. Like, we'll reserve, like, strong opinions for once we make more progress. But, like, overall, this is not bad at all. Guess we're going to find out about the shotgun, huh? Those are still good. You must have more than 2 shots per charge, huh? I guess you have 4. I'll keep that in mind. Sweet, sweet ammo. New mask. New memory. Oh, there's 2 memories here. We don't have time for that. That's where we'll pick up next time, I guess. All right. I'm gonna save here and call it. I'm gonna call it a first stream. And overall, I think it was pretty good. UK Dazarus says, "Yes, I'm late, but teaching my mom how to use her new phone. She don't do technology. Appreciate you showing up, Dazzy baby. Right at the end of the stream, checking out Of Lies and Rain." Reddy says, "Interesting gun design." Yeah, it's adequate. That's like my first impressions for this experience. Like decent world building, decent voice acting. The mechanics on it are solid. It's a pretty good first impression. And I picked it up on Fanatical, I think, during a... no, you have to load it yourself. Past the first shot. And I don't know why it has 4 shots since there's only 2 barrels. But let's go ahead and reload this while we're standing here. Overall, I think it's pretty good so far. I'm looking forward to playing it more. It wasn't very expensive. It's available on all platforms, and it's a pretty good game. So, yeah, I'm going into it still with a pretty open mind. I haven't made up any strong opinions on anything about it so far. The only complaint I have is I do have to push my wrist pretty far forward to shoot straight. So it's kind of throwing me off on my instinctive shooting initially. But I might try to tweak the settings and see if there's something I can do about that. But other than that, like visually, everything, I wish to add a little more sound design, a little more music. Like we're in here, I can just barely hear the patter of the rain. There's no atmospheric sound. So I can just kind of hear my own thoughts the whole time I'm playing the game. And that's a little unsettling. But I think a little atmosphere would have went a long way. Because I think it's a decent game. I do. And a little music could have really elevated it. But then maybe they were shooting for a minimal vibe, you know what I mean? And like, I'm always content to play the experience the developers intended, and feel their vision. And whether or not that suits exactly what I would have done is really kind of irrelevant, you know what I mean? We go into it with an open mind, experience it, speak honestly about it, and we move on. So I think it was a decent first day, and I'm looking forward to playing it again. I'm going to do a full series on this. I made a custom intro, outro for it. And I'm excited about it. And it's going to be a nice change of pace from the extreme stress of Metro Awakening VR, which we completed in the last stream. Those videos are going to be published through the weeks, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at the 7 a.m. slot. And then these will eventually start publishing behind those. And we're just going to carry on. We're back. We're making videos. We're completing games. It feels good. I'm having fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And hey, it's Saturday, so hopefully you have a good day. Hopefully you spend your free time with the people you want to spend your free time with. Thank you for taking the time to share your time with me. And I'm going to play my little new outro intro. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Have a nice day.